the air, and it's race night tonight in the Music City. Welcome to the Nashville Superspeedway for race number 7 of the 2024 NR2003 Mission BBQ Cup Series season, the FedEx 400. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, lads of all ages, as we welcome you to the track with live coverage on the North American Sim Racing Network. And from up in the NASRN booth, my name is Trey Wright. 75 laps are in order for the third night race of the season, our first foray to the Nashville-based track, and it's set to be a good one here for race number lucky 7 of the 2024 campaign. We're outside of a crazy town at a crazy track that is sure to produce some crazy racing here tonight. And we saw some crazy racing last Saturday at the Talladega Superspeedway in a race that saw Matt Wolff go to Gatorade Victory Lane. He dominated the late stages of that race, put himself in prime position to win the Alabama 499. And he is not locked in the playoffs because we don't have a playoff system in here, but puts himself in a decent shot of making the chase. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there, and we'll get to your points in a second, but this is our only brand new track of the 2024 season. We've never been here before. We've been in the state of Tennessee, the Diamond Ridge Super Speedway a couple of times, and we are staying in the state of Tennessee, going to the Diamond Ridge Super Speedway on Saturday afternoon. But that is then. This is now the Little Tennessee Double here in Lebanon, Tennessee, and then over in Smyrna, Tennessee in a couple of days. Now we'll go down to your point standings at the bottom of your screen. It's a three-way tie between Brenna Wilmington, Igor Barreto, and Braden Perez for the top spot in the championship. John Andrews, who's on the outside pole, finds himself 4th in the points, 20 points behind everybody. And then Riley Sampson, 5th in the point standings, rounding out the top 5. Alex Sanvitale, Juan Rodriguez, Dylan Matthews, Zachary Fitzwater, and Matthew Hubert are your top 10. And if the championship started today, Matt Wolff and Alex Lozano would be your 2 wildcard drivers. So we still got a long way to go. We've only completed 6 races. We're just past the first off week. We've only got 6 races down, 19 to go. And it is set to be a great couple of races here. You know, we've got the 4-race stretch at 4 beautifully different racetracks here. Then, of course, we got the Duncan Week of Speed, and then we're off and running for the tail end of the regular season. So it is go time for all these teams. So what do you say we get things started here tonight at Nashville? It's once again that time of the broadcast again, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go down trackside, get the most famous words in motorsports to kick off the FedEx 400 from Nashville.
Drivers, start your engines.
The engines roar to life on the pit lane here at Nashville. We are just moments away from dropping the green flag for tonight's race. Danny Fallington and John Andrews make up row number 1. 2 Troxel Perez Racing owners of Thomas Troxel and Braden Perez make up row number 2. Row 3, we find Corey Case and Will Parrish. Rounding out your top 6 on the grid. Make sure everybody rolls off the pit lane, and they do. The race analysis at the bottom left-hand side of your screen. It's 75 laps around the mile and third Nashville Superspeedway. The pit window is about 37 to 39 laps, so a single stop just past halfway on the docket tonight. And while nobody has won here on the NASRN, Logan Williams won the Cracker Barrel 400 last year in the Wawa Cup Series, with Thomas Troxel finishing runner-up. Williams starts 13th on the grid here tonight, Troxel P3. So as the field goes through turn number 4, the pace car about to go down the pit lane. Like we said, a crazy town with a crazy track. The field will go through the Reese's restart zone. Green flag is in the air. Race number 7 is live from Nashville. It's a good jump on the inside lane for Danny Fallington. The pole sitter will lead lap number 1 as they're 3 wide. Battling for 5th right now, Ryan Durrani utilizing the inside lane, but they get really jacked up on the outside. Braden Perez as John Andrews will hit the outside wall, goes down to Will Parrish and Alex Lozano. And they will go around, and the caution flag is out for the first time tonight on lap 2. There's a 3-car accident off of turn number 2, and the caution flag is out. It was off the back straightaway. Started with Andrews hitting the wall. He gets into Will Parrish. And Alex Lozano, an unfortunate bystander in that accident, puts us under the yellow flag for the first time tonight. And Andrews, the outside pole sitter, not a good start to the race for him, going from second to last. We may have had a small little stack up here on the back straightaway. It doesn't look like anybody's got any damage. This field will go down the pit lane, and looks like Angel Gutierrez is going to be the lone car that does not make a pit stop. And this is a track unique where we see a lot of strategy in the Wawa Cup Series, and we're going to see these pit stops come to fruition for the first time tonight, following with your pole sitter of Danny Fallington. We'll see what these guys do. Some cars taking 2 tires, I imagine. Some cars taking 4. Fallington will at least take right side tires. And Corey Case looks like it'll be fuel only for the 63 as the Ag Ice Motorsports cars get out first. Murphy, Eric Monaco. A lot of cars either taking fuel only or 2 tires. Most everybody taking 4 tires. We'll see who's got the fastest pit stop right now. Looks like 15:36 is the time to beat for Trey Smith. Right now, Trey Smith with the fastest 4-tire pit stop will go ahead and make sure he did take 4. Oh, Eric Monaco with some damage to the driver's side of that car. And that's the danger of getting 2 tires. You can run into somebody on the pit lane. But Angel Gutierrez, the lone car to stay out, already seeing a couple of different strategies coming to fruition here. But Gutierrez leads the field on lap number 4. Let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the first caution of the night on the second lap of the race in the FedEx 400 from Nashville. So John Andrews on the outside lane off of turn number 2. He's going to hit the wall right at the first Federated Auto Parts logo. Careens down the racetrack into the 40 of Will Parrish. And Toby Murphy actually got a piece of that as well. So 3 Chevys and a Toyota caught up in this one, and Alex Lozano wasn't even really part of it. Murphy's able to rejoin the pack, so I'm surprised he is going to not have any repairs on that car, and he's going to be relatively up there in the field. But a simple 3-car accident looks like, putting us under the caution flag for the first time tonight. Alex Lozano just nowhere to go, unfortunately. Same with Will Parrish and John Andrews. Gonna think twice about going up to the high side here tonight. Real-time replay following with the 44, the outside pole sitter, going up on the outside wall and taking 2 cars with him. 3-car accident puts us under the first caution flag in the night on the second lap of the race. Hopefully that does not set the tone for tonight, because they got some pretty good racing early on. But nonetheless, Danny Fallington led them back to the stripe. It was Angel Gutierrez who started really deep in the field, staying out in the 10 car. So he will be your leader when we go back to green flag racing here in race number 7 on lap number 7 here at Nashville. And we're back here at the Nashville Super Speedway, cleaning up our first caution of the night. Ethan Lewis is 2 laps down. You're going to see why down below him and Tyler Reynolds getting a little tangled up there. And Nathan Stapleton also with an issue. I'll show you the replay of that, but we do have a flip here tonight on pit lane. Reynolds and Ethan Lewis getting tangled up. That is not what the Tulsa, Oklahoma native wanted to start out this race. All 42 cars are still on the track. 41 of them are on the lead lap. And the top 9 cars took fuel only, with the exception of your leader, Angel Gutierrez, who stayed out. Green flag back on the air, and Corey Case with a good jump in the outside lane. Your top 5 going back through the gears were Gutierrez, Case, San Vitale, Murphy, and Monaco. You see a lot of left side damage on that 4 car, so he is not going to have the arrow in this race. But 4 cars in a line. And I tell you, these Aggeis Motorsports cars, they are one and the same, and right now they're running second and third. Shaping up to be a good night so far, but we're only 7 laps into this contest. A long way to go and a long time to get there. Both these cars with runner-up finishes this season. San Vitale in the points, top 10 in point standings, he's 6th. But right now, Angel Gutierrez, he's looking for a good run. He's hoping to have one here tonight as San Vitale will go to the inside of Case, but a couple of rookies. Top 4, all rookies actually, as Eric Monaco will come onto the pit lane. So the damage too much for him. Same with the 24 and the 62. Brennan Wilmington sporting a new scheme this weekend. So a couple of cars, some sort of issues as Corey Case will go on the outside, Toby Murphy to the inside. I guess they came down just to top off on gas or something. It's a really weird strategy. 3 cars coming down, 2 Chevrolets and a Toyota. None of them are on the same team. Yet they're all coming down at the same time. We don't see any sort of failure on them. Looks like it's a 2-tire pit stop for Brennan Wilmington, but he's going to lose at least a lap. But it's Gutierrez still out front. The rookies now populating the entirety of the top 5, and new drivers populating the top 6 with Bradley Ream. Make that the top 7 actually, as Reggie Fogelman has found himself in the 7th spot. Bradley Ream has not been in the Cup Series since 2020. But this is a very, very strong rookie class here, and they are showing it at the front of this field. 3 wide as Danny Fallington will go underneath looking for the 2-for-1 deal, and he's going to just barely get it at the stripe. No, was off by 100th of a second there. But all this happening behind Angel Gutierrez as the Aggeis racing cars will go side by side, and the outside wall a little bit goes to 96. He'll lose some track position there. Again, these guys are all battling for second place, and just running in the clean air is that 10 car. Gutierrez, the Bakersfield, California native, having a good start to the race so far. It's not really been a good start to the season. It's Gutierrez. Fairly deep in the points. Actually, scratch that, he's 18th. So a win here tonight would likely propel him inside the top 10. And he's running well so far. He's led the most laps in this race. Fastest lap right now belonging to Justin Zeidel. He just laid that down. A couple laps ago, he's 0.3 off the pace of the fall off, starting to show a little bit. Murphy falls back. Remember, he made contact with Alex Lozano on that first caution. See a little bit of damage on the front end of that 20 cars. Derek Hamill, the first returning driver on the grid right now in P8, taking that away from Logan Williams and Justin Zeidel. Like we're talking about at the top of the show, Logan Williams has won here in Nashville before, not in an NBCS Cup car, but a next-gen Wawa Cup Series car. So he knows how to get around here. He's currently +4 positions, looking on +5. He started 13th. Is in the inside of Justin Zeidel. He'll take the 9th spot away. Is there 3 wide? That's the battle for 4th right now. Backing out of that is Corey Case. He hits the outside wall, and these guys are getting really racy. They're swapping 2nd. Actually, like there are a couple of brokers on the floor of Wall Street. And this is a really good battle for the penultimate position right now, but again, all this happening behind Angel Gutierrez. Green flag run of 10 laps so far. And Gutierrez has led them all, so him staying out on that last caution, starting to pay dividends. Of course, he is going to have to come in a little bit sooner, probably 2 laps sooner before these guys. I'd imagine at lap 36 to 37, that 10 car will come down. Everybody coming down a little bit later. So Gutierrez is playing the game that there's hopefully not going to be a whole lot of cautions in this race, contrary to the fact that we had a caution on the second lap. But I'm liking this strategy that Gutierrez is playing. He's playing the undercut. And I think if a couple of cars go with him, it should work if this race stays green. But the way these guys are racing is Ryan Durrani's on the pit lane. Off sequence stop for him. We'll check back on that in a minute. It's been a really bad start to the season for Durrani, 41st in points. And he will come out and away. A very, very slow stop for Durrani. 2 seconds off, and he is going to lose at least a lap here. All 42 cars are on the track as Keegan Thompson, something amiss with a 14. Not sure what happened to him. I believe he also came down off sequence or had some sort of issue on the pit lane. But he is 2 laps down, and everybody else is 1 lap down with 36 cars on the track at the moment. It's going to cause a little bit of wake turbulence for this 10, but it doesn't look like he's catching up to Ryan Durrani a whole lot. He is a lap down. Durrani is fairly slow. He's getting up to speed right now, so he's on his out lap. Some contact in the back of some cars going the outside wall. No harm, no foul. And Logan Williams has made his way to 3rd with the 2 RF Trackhouse guys running 1-2 right now. I know Reggie Fogelman would love to get the first win of this program himself. But that 10 car, Code 3 Associates, is putting on a clinic at the moment. And has led all but 7 laps in this race. Checking back with Danny Fallington, the pole sitter. Again, he took 4 tires on that pit stop, so he's got slightly fresher rubber than everybody else. But starting to wear out a little bit. But he's got a bad fast race car, showed it in qualifying, and he's currently up to 10th. Nathan Orman, probably the guy who needs the best run in the field. He is last in the point standing, 606 points behind Brennan Wilmington. So already he's, oh no, the 10 and the 12. Oh my goodness, problems for both cars, and Gutierrez has stopped on the racetrack. It's a tire failure for Gutierrez. We'll see if that brings out the yellow flag. He stopped on the back straightaway. It does not. Oh my goodness. Wow. So Gutierrez with a flat tire. I believe that slowed the 12 car down enough to have Logan Williams pass him. Wow, you do not see that every day. Unbelievable. And the good run for Gutierrez does not pay off. He had a tire issue. We'll see if he's able to rejoin the race. He had to be towed back, but he is going to lose multiple laps here, and that is gotta sting. A lot of issues for a lot of cars so far. So we come around to complete a 1/3 of the race, but Logan Williams in his own zip code right now. I cannot believe that Gutierrez. Oh my, that is so unfortunate. And same thing for Reggie Fogelman, was running 2nd, and he's fallen all the way back to 23rd after being held up. And that bunches the majority of this field up, with Logan Williams, the clean air, running away. Skylar Taylor now up to 2nd, and Danny Fallington. Last time we saw him, he was in 10th. He is now up to 3rd. That is insane, to say the least. But we're back here. We've caught our breath after that moment. It looks like Gutierrez has rejoined the field as Braden Perez now on the pit lane. It looks like an engine issue for Eric Monaco. And that'll end his day. We saw the contact on pit lane, and Monaco will likely be the first retiree of this race. Gutierrez is 3 laps down and severely off the pace. So in case you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot over the last couple of moments. Angel Gutierrez was dominating this race, but then he has a tire failure. He holds up the guy in second place. That is why Logan Williams is with a 2.5 second lead. And it was a header failure for Eric Monaco that knocked him out. And a lot of lap traffic in front of this 17. Gutierrez, Braden Perez. I think it was just pitting off cycle with these guys. You know, Perez, he might be able to make it to the end. Really wide through the corner goes the 17, and he is going to hit the outside wall. Really wide going Logan Williams. That'll allow Skylar Taylor to pull in just a little bit, but it's putting a band-aid over a gunshot wound. Perez, he is a lap down, 34 cars on the lead lap. If Perez was able to make it, if Perez was able to stay on the lead lap there, if he doesn't go another lap down, I'm not minding the strategy, because I think theoretically, no, I don't think he's going to be able to make it. I think Perez is going to have to make one more pit stop. Because, again, these guys can go a max of about 38 to 40 laps. And the pit window is 37 to 39. So, Perez is not going to be able to make it back. So, that had to have been some sort of issue on the 92 car. But, my goodness, we've seen a lot of mechanical failures so far in this race. This is Derek Hamill. Rolls into second. Zachary Fitzwater rounding out this top 5 right now. It's been an iffy start to the season for Fitzy. No wins just yet. He and Keegan Thompson, the 2 winningest drivers in the MBCS. No wins so far in the first 6 races. Looking to change that here today and trying to get Dodge their first win of the season is Logan Williams. But he was one of the guys who took 4 tires on that first pit stop, and he's been able to utilize them fairly well. Again, Trey Smith with a 15.36 second stop. That will be the time to beat, and that time, that crunch time, is going to be coming in about 3 or so laps. I believe these guys can stay out a little bit longer, so between lap 37 and 40, we should see these guys come down. Charlie Davenport. Looks like he'll be the first car to come down. No, it's another tire failure. And Davenport had to be teleported or came down the pit lane, one of the two. So another tire failure, this time on a Ford. That's 3 mechanical failures in this race so far. Owen Miles slow on the inside, but he's gonna get it back going. Nathan Stapleton, a couple cars, and here come the leaders. Skylar Taylor will stay out, and this looks like it'll be the money stop. Logan Williams, the race leader, coming down on the pit lane. We're trying to get a better look. But Nashville has some really, really poor camera angles, I'm not going to lie. And Logan Williams will come down the pit lane as the race leader, as will the majority of the field. It looks like it will be a 4-tire stop. He's just trying to come out as fast as he can. Remember, 15:36 the time to beat for the fastest pit stop of the day. And the jack will drop 15.5. Still a decent stop for the 17, and he will come out first. Derek Hamill second. Corey Case will pick up a position in third. Cameron Garlington, the lone car who has not pit yet. It looks like he will come down the pit lane this time by. You see him downshifting, and he will. Logan Williams, the first one out, and I think he's going to increase his lead tenfold here on lap 37. I don't know. These guys, they're cutting it very close. All of them came in on lap 35 to 37. So this race goes caution free. We might see fuel mileage come into play. And Skylar Taylor with a new fastest pit stop of the night, 15.33. And she is second. She was second. I believe it's going to come out to Derek Hamill, with Skylar Taylor staying out. No, it's still going to be the 28, but I think that was before they crossed the start-finish line. I think 28 has to cross again. Right now it's showing Cameron Garlington's led 2 laps. I think it should cycle out once we pass, and it will be the 17. And everybody who came off cycle will not only get their lap back, they'll be second, third, and fourth, with Derek Hamill in fifth. But again, these guys are off strategies to the real second place car right now is Derek Hamill. So these three right now are trying to catch a yellow flag. The group is pretty much spread out as Charlie Davenport finally coming back. He is 4 laps down. And now that we're past the halfway point, we'll get you a full field rundown, starting with your race leader, the new dominant car of the night, Logan Williams. Ryan Durrani currently second, Brendan Wilmington third, and Reggie Fogelman is a lap down in the 12, and he's going to turn the 62, and Wilmington will come back down the pit lane. That is going to stack up these guys. We're going to hold off on our full field rundown because this is a hornet's nest up here. I don't know if there's something wrong with the 12, but he is very, very slow. And we'll do the full field rundown on our ticker. You see Williams, Durrani, now it's Cole Sampson, Riley Sampson, the 78, as Riley Sampson will now come down the pit lane. Wilmington will come down, same with Sampson, that 47 car. Look at Ormond with a run to the outside. Bombing it right through is the 3. And he will be on the outside lane trying to make it stick. So now the top 10 is just completely jumbled up, but it's still the 17. The 5-second lead over Ryan Durrani, quickly losing time. His next competitor is Cole Sampson in the 5, and then we got a hornet's nest back in here. Nathan Ormond nearly going around, so is Will Parrish for the second time tonight. Parrish will come back up the racetrack. He'll slide up into the outside wall. Thankfully, he collects nobody because that could have been bad, but he rides the Lightning all the way to the front stretch. And that was nearly a disaster for Will Parrish, and that would have bunched these guys back up. That would have been bad. So Ryan Durrani is now passed by the 5 of Cole Sampson. So now that the chaos has gone a little down, Cole Sampson's second, Durrani is third. Zidell is 4th, Braden Perez 5th, Skylar Taylor 6th, Gutierrez is a lap down as well. And he's on the outside wall, nearly running into his boss. We're just going to show you, everybody. because saying their names, all the chaos happening right now, would just be absolutely ludicrous. You see 11th through 20th right here. There is a lot going on. We're doing a full field rundown. My goodness, the 96 of Alex Sanvitale really fell off after that pit stop. So did Toby Murphy. Matt Wolf, Saturday's winner, not having a good run so far. Currently running 27th. It's not been a good day so far for Full Frontal Motorsports. One of their cars nearly taken out the field. That is pretty much everybody. Is coming back up the track is Owen Miles. The 05 having to make an unscheduled pit stop, and he'll be the first car on the chopping block for this 17. But Logan Williams running it like he stole it. He's going to draft off this 05. He is complete blue skies in front of this 17 car. But do they have enough to make it to the end? Williams has got a 6.5, nearly a 7-second lead over the 5 of Cole Sampson. So if I'm Logan Williams, you know you've got a little bit of a cushion. Now you're going to run, I'd say maybe about 3/4 pedal till lap 50, maybe then run about half throttle just to conserve a little bit. You know, punch in the clutch, going through the corners. The line closing in a 10th there was the 5, but just punch in the clutch, going through the corners. You've got a lot of room, you got a lot of time. Save as much as you can, because the way this thing is going, looks like we're going to go green flag as Durrani comes down the pit lane. Whoa, Matt Wolf really high. No caution, nobody going around. Very slow is the 3. And another tire failure for a Chevrolet, and both Chevy Power Racing cars knocked out with mechanical failures. It was an engine failure for Eric Monaco, and Nathan Orman, the bad luck continues. That was right in front of the leader. The caution is not out. Wow. So 2 Chevys and a Ford with tire issues, 3 Chevys with mechanical issues tonight. And Dodge right now, knowing that they're the only manufacturer that does not have some sort of issue, so they're either really confident or they're clenching their butt cheeks a little bit because they are nervous as cats. With 24 laps to go in the FedEx 400, a 6.5 second lead for Logan Williams. Zani's in a good spot right now if this race goes green, but this could become a fuel mileage race at the end. Again, these guys came down lap 35. The pit window is 37 to 39 laps, so they came in just before halfway. So we really have no idea if Logan Williams can make it to the end of this race. He's very slow. He's a second off the pace, but he is still gaining ground over Cole Sampson and Justin Zeidel. Dodge, Chevy, and Ford, and Toyota, your top 4. Skylar Taylor, an engine issue on the 15, right in the apex of 3 and 4. She's got to come down the racetrack in front of traffic. Another mechanical failure, this time on a Toyota. So now Dodge, officially the only manufacturer that does not have a mechanical failure so far tonight. And Skylar Taylor, who is running up front in this one. Now the 17, he'll get hit by Owen Miles right in front. The caution will come out, and Logan Williams has been taken out. The 78 stopping. Bradley Ream is now in it. And right in front of everybody, this is going to be a mess. They're all racing it back to the stripe, but the caution is out. And on cue, Dodge with a mechanical failure, and it was the leader. All 4 manufacturers having problems tonight, and Logan Williams ends up being the caution. Oh my, the Hoosier officials are gotta be scrambling, because this has been an abomination so far. You know, it's not blowouts, but my goodness. And that takes away the conversation of fuel mileage, because we're 20 laps to go, but Cole Sampson has the lead fall into his lap. Oh my. Caution number 2 of the night, this time for the race leader getting rear-ended by a lap-down car. And this right here is the money stop with 20 laps to go. 2 tires for Cole Sampson. He is out and away. No problems on the pit lane so far. Derek Hamill looks like 2 tires as well. And they're going to fill the gas tank halfway home. They should be able to make it to the end. Out and away are the 5, the 47. Corey Case is 3rd. Cameron Garlington playing a good strategy. He is 4th. And everybody else is on the same strategy. Couple of cars taking 4 tires there. Reggie Fogelman, Angel Gutierrez. No, I think these guys are off the lead lap. No, Gutierrez, everything. These guys are on. No, now they're going to come down this time by those with the wave around cars. But Brennan Wilmington, and I don't know if these guys are on the tail end of the lead lap or they stayed out. We'll check back and see in a moment. I believe Keegan Thompson is going to be on the tail end of the lead lap here, and he will be. No, he's going to be 1 lap down. I think it is still going to be Cole Sampson, but a lot of guys are on the tail end of the lead lap, so that is going to be a huge mess. Cole Sampson is your race leader, but Logan Williams, the dominant car of the night once again, a tire failure, back-to-back tire failures for the leaders who had mammoth leads. But let's go ahead and see what happened to bring out the yellow flag, but oh my goodness. We had a good green flag run for about 40 laps, and then the leader with a tire failure brings out the second caution of the night. My goodness. So there's not much really to review here, but a tire failure from Logan Williams. He's trying to get down pit lane, but nowhere for the 05 to go. Both those cars spin around right in front of the rest of the field. And Bradley Rain was the only car. Good job of the 78 of Justin Zeidel to slow down, but he is going to lose a lot of positions. I cannot believe that only one other car ARCA braked into that. And actually, that is not going to be good for Zeidel because he lost a ton of time. He was running 3rd at the time. But, wow. Cole Sampson, good job of him not ARCA braking. And he will be your race leader when we come back, but a lot to go over just then and there. A huge shakeup in the race here at Nashville. And we're back here at the Nashville Super Speedway, and essentially a double file restart deep in the field for Cole Sampson. A suspension failure. That is why the 78 fell out of the race. It was a suspension failure for Justin Zeidel. He is now out. 32 cars are on the lead lap, 37 in total, I believe. And oh boy, this is going to be interesting to say the least. Cole Sampson, Derek Hamill, Corey Case, Cameron Garlington, and the 79 of Trey Smith, your top 5. Green flag back out in the air. 17 laps to go in the FedEx 400. And diving down to the inside, bombing it down low is Derek Hamill. Side by side, having to get out of the gas is the 5. And Derek Hamill will go to the race lead. 3 ride, put up top, way out of the groove goes Cole Sampson. He is going to have everybody and their mother pass him. 4 wide as the race leader right in the middle of a couple lap down cars. This is the witching hour for Derek Hamill. 4 wide to the corner again, back down to 3 wide for the moment. Hamill just trying to get out of there. Sampson squirrely off the corner. Hamill's gonna get held up. Here comes Corey Case down to the inside. Cameron Garlington up to 3rd. And these guys essentially going through the jungle of Vietnam right now with how thick these lap down cars are. And Corey Case will go to the point. Help from Charlie Davenport, the lap down 98 machine. Up high, the 7 will go on the outside wall himself. Side-by-side drag race down the back with 15 laps to go from Nashville. Now things should settle out. Bradley Ream, ironically, with a damaged race car, has the fastest lap right now, but he is marred in the middle of traffic. And just trying to navigate this thick lap down cars is Corey Case, but he has got Cameron Garlington. Garlington has finished 11th here twice in the Chick-fil-A Cup Series. Can he get a win here today? And the caution flag is back out. Braden Perez and Logan Alexander tangling in turn 2. The yellow flag is out for the 3rd time tonight. A restart with less than 10 laps to go. We'll bunch this field up once again. And hold on to your nuts, ladies and gentlemen. This is about to get wild. 2-car accident off of turn 2. Corey Case led them back to the stripe. Oh boy. This is about to get funky, ladies and gentlemen, here at Nashville. We'll see if anybody comes down the pit lane. It doesn't look like anybody will. But Corey Case is your race leader. Let's take a look and see what happened to bring out the 3rd caution of the night in the FedEx 400. It's been a wild, unpredictable race so far, and Corey Case looking for his first career win here in the Mission Barbecue Cup Series. So Logan Alexander with 4 wide in front of him is just trying to back out of the gas, and he ends up sliding into the outside wall hard. He comes down the racetrack into Caleb Rose, who turns the 58 right into his own teammate. Pacific Racing car turning a car into another Pacific Racing car, and that is one of the points leaders. I'll tell you, Wilmington, Barreto, and Perez, and John Andrews, basically the top 5, not having a good night so far. The top 5 in points having a really bad night. That'll send the 58 and the 92 car around. And just like we saw with John Andrews, we're seeing with Braden Perez in that 92. Not a lot of guys with success here tonight. And this race is really going to jumble up the points going into Diamond Ridge. That is a fact. Following with Logan Alexander, that Pepsi Zero Sugar car gets turned right into the Hulu car by the Tide Ride. A Ford being spun by a Toyota and taking out another Toyota puts us under the yellow flag for the 3rd time tonight. And this is going to shuffle things around like a deck of cards. Corey Case is your race leader. Cameron Garlington was right behind him, and we're going to have a mess of lap down cars in front of these guys, and oh boy. Pull them belts tight one more time. We're going to have a less than 10 laps to go shootout at Nashville, boys and girls. And we're back here at the Nashville Super Speedway, cleaning up our 3rd caution of the night. 39 cars are on the racetrack. 28 of them are on the lead lap. So here's the shot. Corey Case is in 1st. Cameron Garlington 2nd. Then behind them are Wilmington and Reggie Fogelman. They are off of the lead lap, with it being under 10 laps to go. It'll be a single file restart, and that is essentially going to make this a battle at the moment between the 63 and the 28, with Roberto Crown Jr., Juan Rodriguez, and the 5 Cole Sampson, your top 5. Green flag back out in the air. 9 laps to go here at Nashville. 21 with a good run to the outside. He'll tuck back in line just as Brennan Wilmington down low. Again, he is off of the lead lap, so he is not racing for the win. Corey Case with a good run and a good run so far for Juan Rodriguez. He might take the points lead. I think he is going to take the points lead after tonight's race if nothing else happens. Garlington on the high side, Roberto Crown Jr. on the low side, all this behind Corey Case. Again, the leader has been able to get out in front with that clean air. It has been such a huge momentum. And he is starting to run away with this one just a little bit. Garlington falling back. Here comes Roberto Crown Jr., that 21 car in need of a good run here. Juan Rodriguez, he's going back to Diamond Ridge, the site of his first win in 2022. On Saturday afternoon, but right now, nearly turned the 62, was a 21. Crown Jr. has never won here in the MBCS, but he is stuck behind the lap down car of Brennan Wilmington. That is playing right in the 63's hands. Team orders are in play, and Wilmington blocking the much faster Dodge, trying to get around this 62. Dodge looking for their first win of the year. But getting out, the lead is nearly at a second at the moment. Crown Jr. trying to find a way around Wilmington, but that 62 is not budging now around the outside. But passing on the outside at Nashville is not the best, and that's going to allow the 98 to come down. And here's the battle for second. Juan Rodriguez looking for the penultimate position. 6 to go at the line. Rodriguez takes second away from Crown Jr. Now he will try to get around, but the 98 is blocking the 48. Cannot count out a green-white checkered finish, potentially re-racking this field. Rodriguez now losing a lot of time. Corey Case starting to pull away. It was 5, count 'em 5. Now it's 4, count 'em 4 laps to go. Rodriguez starting to hemorrhage positions. He's on the outside lane. Wilmington now continuing to hold up this 21 car. Everybody should have the fuel to make it. A little slow was Corey Case. He is all good. He is all fine. 3 to go at the stripe. The interval cut down by 1/10 of a second. But there's 2 lap down cars to pass. And a second and a quarter separating the 63 from the 48. Corey Case out front, coming around, the popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go this time by. We will not have a restart. This race is official. Seen mechanical failures all night long, and Case is praying that 63 car will make it to the end. And he is just trying to pedal it right now. He's lost a 10th to the 48. He's got a lap until he's got the checkered flag in hand. Coming around turn number 4, white flag in the air, one more time around the Nashville Superspeedway. The Delta, Ohio native looking for win number 1 for not only himself, but for Ag Ice Motorsports. He's around turn 2. The lead now at a second. Corey Case through turns 3 and 4. He's got the mechanics. He's a little slow. Coming out of turn number 4, Corey Case in the Xenoblade number 63 Toyota gets his first career win here at the Nashville Superspeedway. And Brennan Wilmington had to come down the pit lane at the end. He'll put another lap down. Corey Case is able to weather the storm, and hey, the guy, he started 5th on the grid. You know, he fell back a little bit, but he was up there for the majority of this race. Corey Case is able to drive to victory. Juan Rodriguez, oh so close, but he will take not only a second place position, but he will most likely take the points lead. Yeah, he will definitely take the points lead coming into this. But a good run for Corey Case, and the Delta, Ohio native gets win number 1 of his career. He finished second to Riley Sampson at Rockingham in the second race of the season. Fell off a little bit, but he is one position higher on the pylon. Trying to get to our standings. My mouse being a little funky there, but Corey Case is your winner. Juan Rodriguez second. Cameron Garlington, a good third place for him. A great recovery for Toby Murphy. He finishes fourth. Roberto Crown Jr. had an opportunity on that restart. He falls back to 5th. Trey Smith 6th. Matthew Hubert 7th. Mitchell Collix, Alex Sanvitale, and Dylan Matthews your top 10. Both the Agos Racing cars in the top 10. Take a look at the rest of your standings. 28 cars finished the race on the lead lap. 39 finished in total. 3 cars, all with mechanical failures. In the garage area, Zidell, Taylor, and Monaco. We had 6 or 7 mechanical failures in this race as a whole. But looking to see who had the fastest pit stop of the race. It looks like it is still going to be 15:33. That was set by Skylar Taylor's crew, if I'm not mistaken. Looking for the 15:33 was Skylar Taylor, who had the fastest pit stop, and unfortunately, those 5 bonus points are going to be small potatoes, because she's only going to get 2 points here tonight and 7 in total. Fastest lap of the race. Still Bradley Reams, so he'll get 5 bonus points as well. But hey, a good first foray here at Nashville. We saw 3 cautions, 2 of them with incidents off of turn number 2, and a lot of mechanical failures here tonight. This only being a 75 lap race, a 400-mile race at that. There was a lot of attrition for these racing machines here, but nonetheless, Corey Case started up front, was mid-pack for the majority of this race, and was able to come out in the end with the W in that 63 car. But that's going to do it here from the Nashville Superspeedway. Congratulations once again to Corey Case for winning the FedEx 400. And we'll see you Saturday afternoon over in Smyrna for the Cracker Barrel Volunteer 500 at the Diamond Ridge Superspeedway at noon Eastern Time, right here on the NASRN. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, ladies and gentlemen. Here are your point standings after Race 7 of the 2024 Mission Barbecue Cup Series season. And from Lebanon, Tennessee, from the Music City, on behalf of the North American Sim Racing Network, my name is Trey Wright. Have a great night, folks.